Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your September 2020 forecast. We're going to take a look at your overall general vibe for September. I'm going to take a look at health, career, and relationship for you. And I have laid out a Celtic cross for you. The cards all jumped out really beautifully. This is good for the sun, rising, or moon sign of Cancer. Keep in mind it's a general reading, it's not a personal reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. I love doing I get really excited to do the general forecast for the month ahead at the end of each month. It gives us all a chance to see what's coming in a very inclusive way in all parts of our life to help us make changes or correct course if we see something we don't like. If you would like a private reading with me because the general messages aren't hitting it for you or they're confusing for you, the website to schedule a reading with me is in the description below. If you are new to my channel, welcome, my crabby Cancer gang. Subscribe, hit the bell, like, share, and subscribe the readings if you like them. And I'm happy to have you in the family. My moon is in Cancer, so I feel very close to your sign. I really love you guys. So, Cancer, I see that you guys are going through some endings and changes. I think that life will speed up at some point for you in the middle of September. Relationship looks like something really beautiful is coming in. But I think that there might be some delays, and they're giving you advice about communication and balancing between one cycle and the next. That really showed up in your oracle messages for the overall theme of the month. I also noticed the beloved is at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Aquarius got this as well. They too had a message about being careful about communication, and so do you guys. So some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius. So I see the blade in reverse and the staff in reverse. This sure looks like the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there might be some delays in going on a new journey, or you're caught between a balance and you have to be patient and wait. Watch for distractions, watch for delays. You may have emerging ideas, but you need to wrap up some other cycles first that might have been a very heavy burden. They may have to do with family and long-term commitment, possibly even moving. So wrap up those cycles before you start new ones, and communication will be very, very important. The blade, when it comes in reverse, has a protection message for you that is important to hear. It's time to put the sword and put down the sword and place it back in its scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service of toxic emotions. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. So I think you guys might be cutting something off or breaking a cord in September, moving out of August into September. But it's very important that you watch your words and not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions, okay? Because that'll just make things more disagreeable and make situations worse. So put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. But the blade is something that we draw and use with auspiciousness, and you don't need to hesitate. It's not time for idle talk or hide from the inevitable. You need to overcome your fear of hurting another person, but don't overreact out of anger. Use your blade wisely through action and communication. And the staff came out again as, again, it looks like the Ace of Wands, so an emerging idea that maybe lacks directions. There may be delays with something, but you do need the protection message and the medicine of this. The staff's message is you are caught in a delicate balance between opposing forces, between masculine and feminine, between action and non-action. Use this to your advantage. So there may be a delay. You're caught between action and non-action this month. And use this to your advantage, as there can be no day without night, no low without high, no wrong without right. This is the time to take corrective action, beginning with your beliefs about what needs to be fixed or repaired. Let destiny take its course, nudging you slightly along. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve yourself and to move forward. But I think you guys are going to be caught between some kind of an imbalance. This is a time to sort of declutter some things in your life, I think, and take corrective action first, being careful with your words. When the beloved comes in reverse, I wasn't looking at the bottom of the deck, but I did notice it. and they really drew me to it. The message of the beloved when it comes in the reverse is be careful with love and the kind you fall in and out of. Be careful of repeating cycles with people that aren't good for you or repeating patterns. There might be a reactivation of a relationship from the past. Make sure the past cycle is complete and you don't repeat the same emotional patterns moving forward with a new person, a new situation, or it's the same person or situation, or you have to be prepared to walk through the fire of very strong emotions again. So proceed with caution in relationships. Watch for repetitive patterns within yourself, within other people. Watch for falling in and out of love. The person you want to love the most is yourself. So these are important and powerful messages. You guys got 3 health messages: physical health or mental health. Cayenne, build your confidence. White, lighten up. And yellow, purify your body. So a lot of you need to focus on what you put into your body. Some of you might be experiencing liver issues and jaundice. When yellow comes out, you might be fighting purification. Allow your heart, mind, and body to be purified. This is more of a warning message to watch diet and to drink more liquids in particular, and sour things like lemon. And I just saw apple cider as well. That can be helpful for you. Lighten Up has 2 messages for me, or 3. First of all, some of you need to stop taking some things so seriously and quite literally lighten up, be light as a feather. Some of you have been getting too much sun and you need to get a little bit more pale. That message doesn't usually come through for me when I see white, but they just showed it to me just now. You need to lighten up. Some of you are getting too much sun exposure. Some of you need to watch your weight as well and build your confidence. This seems to be something that you're struggling with. So focus on doing things and engaging in relationships, Cancer, that build you up, not put you down or make you feel bad about yourself. This is a month to be focused on what makes you feel good and what makes you feel confident. This doesn't say strength, and there is a strength card here, but I am seeing a strong, like, boot camp health message here for you. It's time to purify and detoxify. It might be time to lighten up emotionally and physically with your weight. And this will help you build your confidence, building muscle, building confidence. I feel as though confidence is kind of like a muscle too, and it needs to be worked. You need to put yourself in situations that will allow you to do that. When you lighten yourself emotionally and you purify yourself, that helps with confidence. You can only go up from there. So those are your health messages. Career had some interesting messages: release, vanity, and enlightenment. I feel as though some of you might be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn and a Pisces possibly, or Scorpio. Not necessarily though. Those were just the signs that these cards remind me of. This came out for Gemini as well, vanity, and that's why I think some of you might interact with a Gemini. In regards to money and career, something may be released that's been a long time releasing that will affect you financially in September. The way others perceive you, the way you perceive yourself will come into question in some way. And you are meant to pause and let go of something as well in regards to career and finance. Some of you are moving towards a path of enlightenment. Maybe you're working towards becoming healers, light workers. You are in a spiritual practice. But enlightenment reminds me of the Hangman, which is about pause, surrender, taking a new perspective, seeing something from a different point of view. You may be in the role of student or teacher. Something may happen that will really bring you enlightenment regarding career, money, or finances. This could be a person around you as well. Watch for jealousy, watch for the way you perceive others and people perceive you. You might need to spruce up your profile, your LinkedIn, your website, because vanity can have, good meanings and negative meanings. And there will be something that needs to be released in order to bring this enlightenment. And maybe it's about enlightenment about the way you are perceived and the way you perceive others. Remember, I think it was Benjamin Franklin that said the quality is more important than the quantity of our work. So make sure that, you might have a really fancy website or a really fancy look to you, but that underneath the quantity needs improve or the quality needs improving or something like that, the content. You might also need to rethink wardrobe for work. All those messages just came through for me. I'm like, I don't like it when vanity comes out. But the message came out because someone needed it. And I could be picking up on your energy or the energy of someone around you as well. Okay. By the way, for career messages, you guys, I would watch your Jupiterian placement. They're reminding, for some reason, they're telling me to tell you guys that. Some of you in the sign of Cancer, some of you are here because your moon sign is in Cancer, your rising sign is in Cancer. Mars placement or Jupiter placement, they are telling me to tell you guys to watch right now. That's weird. That hasn't happened with any of the other signs. They just told me that just now for you. So this looks kind of good. What came out from the Illumination Oracle deck from Lightworker Tarot and Oracle, you can find her on Etsy, by the way. I love this deck. Life partner, marriage, passionate romance, and renewal. So some of you are meeting a life partner or things are getting really serious. It's also possible that a situation that is affecting you or someone close to you has to do with marriage or a life partner. Like marriage and life partner could come into play. This doesn't necessarily mean you're about to get married or some of you are getting engaged. Some of you might be meeting your partner for life, or there is a person around you that's married but wants to be your life partner. It could be multiple scenarios, but life partner and marriage is coming out, passionate romance and renewal. So this could be a renewal within a relationship or renewal for you in a new relationship coming in. Regardless, all of these cards are relatively positive, very positive actually. So keep all those in mind in regards to love and relationships in general when moving into September. This could even be parents or something like that. Some of you are going on like ancestry.com and helping a partner or a spouse find siblings, family members, grandparents. Well, I heard that just now. That would be neat. But I do see a renewal for you and a passionate romance coming in. Yeah, but I have some cards that indicate some endings happening for you in September as well. So let's take a look at those. At the center of it all for you, Cancer, I had been doing 2 card clarifications for the Celtic cross. They told me to keep it super simple for you and that this would be enough. And I was like, okay, I like to do 2 cards in each placement, but they said, no, 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 this will be enough for Cancer. They need it simple and clean. They need things to be lightened up. I was like, okay. So at the center of it all for you in September, I have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So this looks like some trouble in paradise. This could be family issues, marriage that needs to be healed, or family issues, even deep family issues that need to be healed. The 10 of Cups, the 10s are a transcendence and a completion. It is about a blissful relationship and divine love and harmony and alignment. Total emotional stability within yourself, within, family and friends and around you. This looks like a disconnection or a struggling relationship, in particular with familial ties, family ties. It could be a divorce happening for you or around you. It could also be that you're in a relationship where it's just struggling, and it's meant to point out to you that you might not align in value with the person you're connecting to. A good heart-to-heart conversation and even mediation can help with this, but I don't know that you want to do that, because the challenge for you, or the catalyst, is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Letting something go. Letting go of the things you've been carrying in order to figure out how to have a happy ending for yourself. Even when you walk away from a relationship, you can still have the 10 of Cups in reverse, right? You can still agree to disagree, have an ending that brings stability. I think you might be struggling with endings that you want to bring emotional stability for you and yours, but they might not be. The challenge will be letting go of the burdens and having others help you carry the load. When the 10 of Wands comes in reverse, you've been carrying a heavy burden that you need to release because you're doing it all alone. This is about delegation. Whenever I see the 10 of Wands in reverse, I say to my parents, are you making your kids help you carry in the groceries? Are you doing something all alone? The challenge might be just releasing the burdens and letting it go so that you can have the emotional stability and the ending that makes you as happy as you possibly can. Or can you say to someone, hey, I need help with this? Don't be afraid to ask for help and let something go. That will be a challenge for you. But that's not the center of everything. It's just the challenge. And hopefully you're happy about this, just releasing a burden. Maybe this is as happy as it's going to get. There are some struggling. I think if you take the advice of the Blade and you watch your words and you watch for repeated patterns and strong emotions, it will help. And it will let that new love and that renewal come in within a specific relationship or letting a new come in. What's driving you guys is the Page of Cups, a little Pisces energy. This is water energy. Pages are very pivotal moments in the tarot. I believe that the Fool and the World are pretty much the most powerful cards in the deck. Magician's pretty powerful too. But pages come in at a close second or third for me. Pages are where we get good news. We deliver and receive information. We explore and study something. This is classic water sign energy, creative opportunities, intuitive messages, a curiosity, an emotional possibility, dipping our toe in the water. You might feel a little vulnerable, but don't doubt your intuition. If you've had any creative blocks, those will be quelled and you'll be able to open up to something emotionally because there's possibility. And it's a creative opportunity in some way. This could also be a child. It could also be an apology of some kind between you and another person. In the past, 3 cards came out: Justice, 2 of Swords in reverse, and Strength. Some of you have been dealing with a Libra or a Leo. Perhaps you have that in your chart. Justice is about justice being served. Perhaps you went to court for something. This is about a legality or a document of some kind, weighing the cause and effect, trying to make a choice, balancing your head and your heart. Justice being served. Some of you may have gone to court. When the 2 of Swords comes in reverse, though, it's kind of like a stalemate. So something might have been blocked. Court might have been blocked. A decision might have been blocked in some way. Or there was just no way to really, it's a place of decision, like a hung jury, a confusion, it's information overload and a stalemate. I think you have continued to be strong during this situation. Strength of character has come into question. And either you or those around you have had to tame pride, raw emotion, desire, any feelings of inadequacy. You've had to be persuasive, or someone's had to be that way with you. A Leo may have come into your life as well to help with this. Strength of character was called into question, despite the fact that it was very much a stalemate. I think you made a choice that you thought would make you stronger, but strength only comes when it's called for, and I think it may have exhausted you at some point moving out of August into September. Your guides are telling you, the highest version of yourself is telling you, walk away. I see you walking away from something in September, Cancer, walking away and not looking back. This is where we withdraw from a situation. We're pretty damn disappointed. 8 cups is a lot of cups to walk away from, but we need to escape it. And we sometimes look back over our shoulder. You don't know where you're going, but he takes his staff and he walks. So make the decision to walk away from things that no longer serve you and don't look back, even if you're not sure where you're going. Yeah, something may happen around a new moon for you as well this month, but your guides are telling you and you're telling yourself, just walk away. What's coming in for you? The Knight of Wands. You could encounter an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is an upswing in energy and power. Night energy can be difficult to sustain, but when you get an uptick in energy, because nights take action and they express, this is energy, this is passion, this is inspired action. You're feeling rebellious, adventurous, cocky, sexy even. This Knight of Wands is not tied down. It comes and goes as it pleases, but it is an upswing in energy that's not a passion project. And there's no delays. There's no hasty frustration. It's excited. So there will be an upswing in energy, despite the fact that you're walking away. You may be breaking free from something that wasn't serving you and exploring new things in your life emotionally and passionately. The way you see yourself, Cancer, King of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly, but you see yourself as the King of Swords. You see yourself in control. The King of Swords is authority and the truth and mental clarity and intellectual power. He has very high standards and he takes charge. He has good strategies. He puts them in place and he defines the truth. I see you standing in your power. You're not very expressive emotionally this month, but you are starting a new cycle in your life. This could be a job or an opportunity. I'm also noticing there's a King of Pentacles here. This might be something you're handing a person. This could be a same-sex relationship, but not necessarily. I've got 2 different kings here, a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles. You may need to give someone something to start a new cycle, but I see, if it's nothing like that, I see you standing in your power and starting new cycles in your life, planting a seed that will manifest into abundance. This is often a new financial or career opportunity. This seems to be what you're going for. standing in your power, being kind of detached and smart. You might even appear cold and cut off to people, but it seems I'm hearing I got to do what I got to do, and I need to plant a new seed and run with this power that I have. Yeah. So I see you guys trying to do that, but it's only one pentacle. You're right at the beginning. And energy around you. This could be your response to someone, but I mean it to be a person around you that will affect you the most. This person sees themselves as the King of Pentacles. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a married man, a father. This can often be a wealthy business person or a person of leadership. They represent security, discipline, and abundance. They are very grounded. And they are very practical. They might have come across as a little stuffy or stubborn. They might not show you a lot of emotion. This suggests a level of commitment, or again, it's just an earth sign you're dealing with. The way they feel about you, Six of Wands in reverse. I think their ego is bruised with you in some way, or they will not put their feelings out on blast for everyone to see. This person feels as though they've fallen from grace in some way. They have not had the victory or success with you emotionally that they might have wanted to. They might be hiding from you as well. Like you might not be able to see them on social media, or this person feels as though they did not get rewarded with you or celebrated with you in some way. They might be focused more on their own personal definition of success and private achievements. Their actions towards you are weird. The Devil and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, this is just a Capricorn. This person somehow is operating in their shadow side if you're not dealing with a Capricorn. They feel chained and bound to you in some way. They feel restricted in some way. They might have a lot of passion or desire for you, but the devil often suggests if you're not just dealing with a Capricorn, someone that is operating out of a place of their shadow, an attachment, an addiction, a restriction, or an insecurity, chained and bound in a way that we are not comfortable with, but they might not even be aware of it. So this is like a lower energy between you and this person. Between you and this person, there might not be the best of boundaries. This person does not feel like they can take the high ground with you at this point. They're exhausted, they're overwhelmed, they're giving up. But I suspect it's possible that this person's ego is coming into play for them with you. And I don't know that they have the best boundaries with you. They may just feel chained and bound to something. This could be a person chained and bound to this King of Pentacles even, that's pulling all the strings if it's not the person that you're thinking of right now. They don't have a lot of strength to defend themselves, and they don't want to be caught off guard either. They may open up to you a bit, but something might not be quite right with this person or this situation. So keep that in mind. I see you running this way, though, with this Knight of Wands. So keep up your momentum and stand in your power. I think this might be something you're trying to release. I don't know that you'll be able to in September, although I do think justice will be served. I know that you want it to be. But in your hopes and fears, we've got the Eight of Wands. More fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. I think you want to make a quick change. This is movement, fast-paced change, action, alignment, air travel, distance, relocation. This is Cupid's arrow. You're hoping for quick change. You might be sending messages out, resumes out, something out quickly. There could be a rapid exchange between you and another person, or quick movement. When life speeds up like this, hang on. I'm seeing two passionate, fast-paced changes and an upswing in energy coming for you. I think you're hoping for this and wanting it. You might be afraid of getting a communication from a person, and that's why you're walking away. Lots of movement for you in September, Cancer. Final outcome, 3 cards came out. The Hierophant in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So this could be you, Cancer. This could be someone else. The Queen of Cups is very loving and emotionally mature and grounded. The Hierophant is Taurus. The Hierophant can be somewhat abstract. It's a level of commitment. It's the modest and pious approach. Sometimes the Hierophant is the marriage card and therefore the divorce card in reverse. So you may want, it's also about making your own traditions and breaking patterns of your family tradition and spiritual practices. You kind of want to march to the beat of your own drum. You may want to have an unconventional relationship. Some of you might be leaving university or a big company. Some of you or someone else might not want to hear it or might not want to talk about it. This also suggests pushing out family pressure. It might also suggest dropping out of treatment of some kind with something, in particular mental health. So watch for that with someone around you. But I see you kind of wanting to march to the beat of your own drum and define your own practices and beliefs. stepping out of a commitment of some kind. There is heartbreak here, but I think it is a time of healing for you. And it's helping you become more grounded and teaching you lessons of emotional maturity and being in flow. This might be someone here offering you help. The Three of Swords can be heartbreak because of triangulations, but it also can have to do with communicable disease. This could have something to do with COVID or an illness as well, in particular cardiac. Watch for heart issues. Don't step away from going to see the doctor because you don't want to hear bad news, okay? But I think a lot of you are just stepping away from something and wanting to march to your own drum here or someone else's. It may be heartbreaking to do it, but I think it will ultimately be a time of self-care and self-love, or this could be a person you're going to that's very loving and giving. It could be a Pisces, not necessarily though, but because I am reading for a water sign, this could be you, just trying to stay strong and emotionally loving and giving, in particular with family. For some of you, this is your mother. This is also possibly an inherited thing from a mother as well. They're just telling me that now. Okay, Cancer, they're pulling back. They're saying we're done. Just watch out for the cycles and patterns of love and relationships in your life. Watch your words. It's time to cut something off, but not feed toxic emotions. Be careful with communication. You will be in a bit of a delicate balance. Remember that things are impermanent. You may have to wait, but I do see new things coming in for you. Watch image, allow for enlightenment and release things in regards to career and financial issues in your life, and build up that confidence, lighten up and purify your body and your mind in all ways, always. Okay, Cancer, that's your message for September. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.